What's up, guys? I will be on in a minute here. Just taking the doggo for a walk.
Notice how the ones with real money move quiet. It's always the loudest ones that are broken the head. For real. Black rim on why I still got the tags on it. Memory of the cost, yeah, I had to double back for it. Used to dream about it, now I just laugh on it. But I keep the tags so my mind don't get too soft on it. Started with the internet, money modem was a gold mine. They saw the outcome, they ain't see the whole climb. Circle stayed the same size, but the vision got a zoom lens. Watching for the snakes, that's just how the story ends. Pen game like a ghost rider for the Forbes list. These ain't stock loops, this is so you can't record this. Haters tweeting from a cracked screen. Life's a sad scene. I'm in a Sprinter tenant playing out a past dream. punchline, they mad I'm living what they captioning. Black rim on why I still got the tags on it. Memory of the cost, yeah, I had to double back for it. Used to dream about it, now I just laugh on it. But I keep the tags so my mind don't get too soft on it. South of France, the water's looking different from the shore. Last time I was here, I couldn't get through the door. Now it's rose petals and a Royce, that's a thorny pad to hit the Rolls engine. That's a story, second half for the Fino. Watching yachts I used to screenshot. Doubters in the comments, that's the only beef I got. Media spinning tales, but truth is in the sound. Quiet luck, and feet are planted on the ground. Luggage tags a paradox, it means I'm here but not for long. Black rim on why I still got the tags on it. Memory of the cost, yeah, I had to double back for it. Used to dream about it, now I just laugh on it. But I keep the tags so my mind don't get too soft on it. Black rim on why I still got the tags on it. Memory of the cost, yeah, I had to double back for it. Used to dream about it, now I just laugh on it. But I keep the tags so my mind don't get too soft on it. Keep the silence.
What's good, guys? Welcome to day 5. We are here. Just got done walking my dog. And today, man, it's crazy. It's already day 5. The days go by fast when you're doing these daily live streams. Today, we are keeping it pretty simple. It's a late one for me, and we'll try to not stay up too late. But I am going to, number 1, try to have fun. Number 2, listen to some new 11 Labs songs. And then also we're going to plan the iterated workflows. So I got to get the levels on this music right, because a lot of this stuff has lyrics, so I don't want it to be too loud. But how's it going, guys? Okay, so I'm seeing the chat right now. What's up, Michael? What's up, Supersonic Dime? So yeah, I did catch a glimpse of the Tebow and Boris beef. That was pretty wild. They're just kind of going at each other's throats. The OpenAI and Anthropic rivalry heating up. We love to see it. We love to see it. Hey, I like a good competition. Especially when we are the users, because that means that it's a buyer's market in AI right now. It is not the seller's market for these big inference providers. It is our market when they quabble and when they fight, right? How's it going, Akra? What's up, Akra? Let me know if I'm saying this right. Akramab. Oh boy. Akramabez? Akram. Okay. Akram? Am I saying that right? Maybe give me the phonetic. What's good? Akram? Did I get it? Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in, guys. Akram. There we go. 5 out of 5 from the man himself. Let's go. That's huge. Thanks for tuning in. Where is everyone tuning in from today? What's going on today? We are just working on a few simple little things tonight. I don't want to overcomplicate this. We're going to have fun. We're going to listen to some new 11 Labs songs generated by 11 Labs and Grok as the prompter. And we're also going to plan some iterated workflows, because I'm starting to think that the best way to market iterated is probably not going to be just simply live streaming and building it. I love you guys, but it attracts the builders, and I need to attract an ICP that wants an outcome. That's what I'm starting to realize. And I think where I'm getting the most reception right now is by sharing my content workflow with Context Cut and with Iterated. So today is going to be about creating workflows, creating skills, creating packaged templates that people can use as soon as they sign up for Iterated, as soon as they plug into it. We want it to be super simple for people to basically take advantage of these workflows that I use, that I've honed over the years. So that's the goal for today. That's what we're going to be working on. I might go over to Vibe Party a little bit, and we might work on that in the background if we get some time. It's looking pretty crazy right now, guys. Vibe Party is looking pretty crazy. We got the slot machine in there, and you know, it's got the different tiles. We'll see how it goes, guys. It looks a little sloppy right now, but I let Fable loose on it, and this is what we got. So, but the board is looking nicer. I would say it's looking nicer. Just a little busy. What do you guys think? Love from Tunisia. Amazing, amazing. Tunisia, I'm sorry, I'm bad with geography. Is Tunisia Africa? Is Tunisia, isn't it around like Egypt area? Middle East, Africa? Where? Sorry, North Africa. Okay, okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, thank you for tuning in, Akram. Glad to have you. Everybody go ahead and like the stream, because we are going for our 50 like goal still. We still haven't had a stream hit 50 likes, I don't think, while we're on stream. After the stream, people go and they continue to watch it. They continue to like it for a short period of time. But then after the stream, we only pick up a few extra likes. So if you guys can help me out and get into 50 likes and verifying that you're a real person here, verifying that you're in the room, you can lurk, you can chill, just hang out, but drop a like. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so this is Vibe Party, and it's coming along, guys. It's come a long way from the last time. Let me know what you think of the look of this though so far. This is going to be our board game where we can jump in and play different mini games. We basically race to the end, score points. We pull the lever on the slot machine, just like we do when we're using AI. And yeah, it's coming along. Between Algeria and Libya. Oh boy. So what do you get down to in Tunisia? What do you do for fun, man? What's the thing to do in Tunisia? All right, let's get into the work for today. I'm going to clear some of this stuff out of here. Oh yeah, guys, and yesterday we did release a coupon code for Iterated, so 20% off Iterated. Iterated.ai, lifetime license for the V1. Just wanted to throw that out there for anyone who's watching, who's considering it. I'm going to leave this up. I'm not going to be trying to hit you guys with the urgency or anything. If you were lucky enough to see this and you want access, you can use this code here. I'd like you to look into the current state of Iterated on our dev build here and our local machine and where the commits are at. And I would also like you to look at our GitHub repo and see how far away we are from that, because we ran a crazy gauntlet loop last night and Claude got a little out of hand, let's just say. But we kept it all on a separate branch. So we're going to decide if that branch is worthy. But I just want to go through and make sure that we are back up to speed. We have inbox 0 and we're able to move into some new territory. So I would like you to assess this and clean up the task board. So the new transcription feature works really well, guys. And shout out to Michael for letting us know about the Apple Intelligence. I did somewhat know about it. I don't want to say that I didn't know about it, but I didn't know that it was as good and as seamless as I've experienced here. So we're not using any outside AI models. It's just strictly Apple Intelligence, and I'm planning on keeping it that way, guys, because as you can see, that just recorded exactly what I said verbatim. It didn't edit it, but it gets every single word. So I'm really liking that in the product, and it goes nicely with our screenshot tool that just gives you easy access to your screenshots. You can drag them into the agents. It's all controlled from my mouse. I have the 2 hotkeys on the side of my mouse, and it's incredible, guys. Being able to quickly dictate and quickly screenshot from the side of my mouse and then having it be accessible right here. It's super nice for these agentic workflows, because there's a lot of prompting and it's increasingly done by voice. Lots. We have 4 seasons here. Sahara, beaches, parties, snow during the winter. You can look it up. You'll love it. Awesome, man. We have 4 seasons here in Michigan as well. That's one of the things that we love about Michigan. I have a question. What do you use as skills to get rid of AI slop? I'm having a hard time to get rid of them when creating a SaaS. You know, the sloppy icons, the slop and landing. It's giving me a hard time. Well, I would look into, number one, the simple, quick, easy one is go ahead and check out Claude Design, because it's getting better by the day. I've had a lot of luck with it, and I don't think that Claude Design will do you wrong as long as you put a little bit of your own take into it. That's where I would start for that sort of stuff, to be honest. And the reason that I don't recommend any skills directly is because there's number one, recommending skills, it kind of scares me because of the security aspect of it and all of the supply chain attacks that we're seeing right now. I don't really like the idea of them just being out in the public on GitHub and running scripts, and people can obviously bot those stars on GitHub now. So, you know, I'm just conscious of that, and I don't like throwing a skill out there. The only one I ever really talk about is Humanizer. I do like Humanizer. And I'm not saying I don't try skills myself. I just don't like recommending them because I don't want to vet every skill that I recommend on stream or in a video. So if I do recommend a skill, it's usually because I like it and I use it all the time. But the other reason that I try to stay away from skills or too many skills from outside parties, not my internal stuff. My internal stuff, I'll make a lot of skills for myself. But from outside parties, I don't know exactly what the skills are doing. If it has a direct utility, then I'm more apt to actually use that skill. But in a lot of cases, I find that the skills are that they're an entirely different system, an entirely different paradigm from what I'm doing, and they muddy the focus sometimes. So if you're willing to pick one and really work with it, that's one thing. And obviously there's so many caveats here, guys. So many caveats. So I'm not saying all skills are bad or anything like that. I'm just throwing that out there, that I don't use them a whole lot, to be honest. Claude Design is my favorite way to get away from the AI slop, and also just asking AI for like a list of ideas. And I like to go to the Grok models because they have the X training data, and I think that there's some more there's some fresh ideas on X that people put on there about design and things like that, right? So I might ask for some ideas or some prompts from Grok, and I have it do some research for me, and then I'll hand that off to Claude Design, and usually that gets me a good result. You need good references too. You need good references. And like you mentioned the icons there, if you are looking for good icons, ask AI, what are the best icon packs? You know, what are the open source ones that I can use on this project that would look good with my style? It's just taking some more time, I think, to dial things in terms of style. All right, let's get back to iterated. And we have that big prompt sent off. So we'll wait for that. Meanwhile, guys, the stream, I think, is going quite smooth today. I think the stream is going quite smooth today. Let me know how the stream is coming through. We are streaming this using Context Cut, a tool that I built, that I vibed. And yeah, we're using it to stream. We're using it to simultaneously record. I can always pause. I can go in and I can clip something live if I want to. So I can see the whole recording all the way back. And then when I'm ready, I just resume. You know? And then later down the line, the AI agents can edit the timelines. And a lot of you guys are probably seeing my shorts now. If you're subscribed and you have the bell on, you're probably going to notice that I've got a lot of shorts coming out right now. The past 4 days have produced, I'm not going to say they're all great. Some of them are kind of brain rot. I'm not going to lie. But I've got to get a little bit more focused on my stream if I want to get some solid clips. I've got to get some good questions in the chat from you guys. But the point is, take a look at some of those shorts, guys. I'm pretty impressed with just being able to tell my agents, like, hey, go clip these using Context Cut. The files are already there. They're already transcribed for you. Everything is handled. It's a beautiful thing. Give me the references then. Akram, I really do tend to just use Claude Code or Grok or ChatGPT Instant to do web research on the best methods of doing something. And then I go look for reference images and I go look for inspiration. And that is how I derive my designs. I think that it's good to have that element of human creativity in there. So that would be my direction that I would aim for. Spend a little bit more time thinking it through if you really want to get a solid design. If you're just going for strictly utility, you're good. Another thing that I built that might be helpful to you, I don't know how technical you are, but I built a package or a library, that's what you'd call it, for Phoenix Live View and Elixir. And it's a component library that instantly makes your sites look like just out of the box a lot nicer. It masks over all of those like typical browser drop downs, because you know how, like, if you're in a browser, you click a drop down, it always looks the same. It looks like that generic drop down, but like it reskins all of those. It's like a component library with like over 100 starter themes. So if you're building a web app, you can check that out. I don't know I'll pull it up. It's free. It's free. I want to try to find an example of where I used it so I can show y'all. And I'll get you the instructions to install it. It's just not marketed. I'll find the page, the hex page though, on Elixir. Hex package. Here we go. Yeah, so if you build with Elixir, Phoenix Live View, I will get this in chat for you. Something I built, something that I use on my projects. It's just a good starting point for your websites. It's basically like a starting theme. So see what you guys think. It's a little technical, but I built it for myself, kind of like a lot of the other tools that I've been building here on stream. Sigma, what's going on, my man? I'm wearing a hat today. Yeah, that's right. We're in the hat from the local golf club. I'm no golfer though. Don't let it fool you. I'm not that great at golf, but I still like to go out and play. Thanks. I'll test it out and let me know. Awesome. Was my audio bad? Is it still bad? Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. Where do I get this? Well, we gave it to you, my friend. You got it. We're good. And it's your audio, Sigma. Okay. That's fine. All right, cool. Let's see what Dusk has for us. Oh, the other thing that I added, guys, was like a more of a summary, because I was struggling on the last one. But the problem is it tucks the summary away like this. So we need to fix that immediately, because I want to know like the TLDR. That's what I called it. That's the feature that I added in here for whenever these agents are done and they give you like a mountain of information. I want the TLDR, and Claude has the recap built in. I don't know if you guys have seen that little like 3-sentence thing that they give you that like recaps what happened and what they need next. But it's basically going to be doing that for all of the providers now. So if you turn on TLDR, that's where you would get that. This is not the mustard lock-in. Let's see if I can find a song without lyrics. That's wired into me. Okay. Let's do this one. Cool. So yeah, this is kind of broken, but at least it's wiring in. I just need to tell it better what I want, because it's hard to click and then it's stuck up there for the summary. But if you guys are just joining and you've been following along with the game, this is where the game is at so far. Like it's mainly just synthetic stuff. Like it's like think of it like a sandbox for the art right now, not so much the game dynamics. But we'll give you a quick preview of what it's looking like so far. So they've got the token slot machine. Everybody's got their unique robot, and we've got the game board that does different things. I still haven't programmed all of these yet, like what these different pads do, right? But the idea is we're going to land on some of these and we're going to have like mini games that we go into. So I think it should be fun. It's not the best looking thing I've ever seen, but if we can make the game dynamics fun, and just make it about, you know, a cool place that we can hang out, that would be nice. But they kind of glide. I like that we went with that glide because it makes it so that they don't have to have arms and I don't have to have a crazy rig on these characters. But the idea is we're going to be spinning. There's going to be 4 players. They're going to be racing to the end. It'll be pretty cool. All right, let's see here. QA inbox is at 0, nothing awaiting an answer. When we're past answers, is itself an open question back to us. Problem reports, do you mean user feedback or the QA tool? What's genuinely open now? The 25 remaining cards split cleanly. 6 are decisions sitting with you. If debug gates, off-screen, browser playback, app review walkthrough. All right, I would like you to run me through a user Q&A flow using Claude's built-in user Q&A tool to get through all of these questions. And I would like you to explain them to me in plain English with good context into what it is that you're talking about and why it matters. And give me some options or just a custom written answer for everything that you need from me to knock this out. What's good, FSD driver? Good to see you in here. You guys liking the game? You guys liking the little robots? We're going to get this live. Everybody's going to be able to come in here and customize. I don't think they look too bad, honestly. It even did the rabbit. It's clipping his ear right here, but I think that's pretty sick. Some of them look a little weird. Like, some of them I'm not sure what they are, but like, look at this one. This one's like R2D2 or something. Here, let's get a different base. I don't know if I've got an R2D2 base. Maybe that one. I don't know. See, pretty sick, guys. Customize is pretty cool. What's up, Hardhead Hacker? Good to see ya. I joined in your Discord, man, but I haven't had time to look around. I'm in a few Discords. I need to get my notifications under control, and I also need to create my own Discord, I think, for you guys to hang out in and for everybody to join into the conversation when I'm not live. So that is still up in the air, still a thought that I have. And that some people have recommended. I think Michael on the last one said that we ought to do that. Let's skip the lyrics again. I mean, these songs are good, but they're not great for when I'm trying to talk or in the background. All of these were generated using 11 Labs, though, so getting pretty impressed with some of the music. Some of it still has that AI stench to it, but the board/memory deltas are from my own audit actions. Good. Before I put questions to you, let me pull the exact details on the 2 cards so I explain them accurately. The density, debt, judgment, and the problem reports path. Dude, when Claude talks like this, it just makes my head spin. It makes my head spin. I don't think this stuff would make sense to anyone. You have to like interpret what it's saying. It's a sign that I've got to slow down. I've got to lock in and get focused. Very cool. I have a Discord MCP server on GitHub that you can use to help you get it initially set up. So it connects to my AI agents, you're telling me. Interesting. Interesting. What should happen to the 55 commit overnight branch? Dev/autonomous, full suite, then merge plus push. Recommended. Damn. It's running the full suite on the 55 commit overnight nightly build. Do a little nightly build. All right, let's do it, Claude. Let's do it, Fable. I've got Fable running right now, so I feel like I can trust it a little bit more. I don't know. I felt like Opus has been lacking the past few days a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's that what is it? That thing that happens when you just get used to something. I don't know. Like not taking it for granted, but just adapting to it and expecting more and more and more from the model. What should I do with the 39 megabyte doc settings redesign folder? Untracked settings redesign research plus AI mockup images. Oh, move it all out. That's get ignore territory. Which of the 4 dev only features should be promoted to production builds? none. Just make sure they are stable for dev. We need to be on a clean slate after you finish all of this, so I can start working on the next big version. The paused fly virtual machine upsize, always on machine, 2x CPU, 2 gigabytes of RAM instead of scale to 0, 1x 1 gigabyte. Resume it or roll it back. We're gonna keep that paused for now. If we have problems with the iterated website, then I will upgrade the virtual machine. But for now, I think we're okay. Yes, you think it has like 130 plus tools and can set up permissions, channels, roles, all that stuff. I sent you a link on Discord. You can check it out whenever you have time. If you decide to use it and need any help getting the MCP set up, just let me know. Man, such a blessing to have you guys helping out in here. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys looking out. Thanks again, Hardhead Hacker. Suspend when fully hidden. What do you guys think? Should a browser pane that's off camera keep playing media? I think it should. I think it should go into our audio tracks down here, our audio activity. For iOS app review, do we record a walkthrough video or lean on live pairing offer already in the review notes? Need to make the app have a fallback or have alternative, more native approaches to our features so that it just works for the tests they would need to perform. What address should the in-app report a problem email go to? Last two text services, Chat Composer, Code Editor, Live, AppKit text, convert them to 2x and scale, sharper under zoom, caret behavior unverified, or leave them native. Oh yeah, convert it. Okay, I think we're through the questions. What's going on, guys? Where's everyone tuning in from? Are we real people? Can we drop a quick like? Just a quick like. Appreciate it. Thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. So what should we expect from this live? A lot of the people in here, I think, are on other lives or they run their own live streams. What's the meta with the live stream, guys? I mean, I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I'm kind of just winging it, if you know what I mean. The notification swarm mislabeled from your phone. Where did you see it? Any detail you remember? Which project roughly? No. Notifications. App launch into a project. Happened when iterated dev started up and loaded your last project. You're early. I think you're doing fine. Doesn't have to have a meta, so you can shape it. Yeah. We can do things our own way. But we can still be data driven, you know? Just got to keep having at-bats, I think. We just have to keep stepping up to the plate. And like today's goal, just have fun with it, right? All right, I'm going to run a test suite, guys. So if it lags the stream, we'll try to get back. We're trying to get it on some kind of external machine to run through those test suites. But that's been a bit of a difficulty because they're pretty heavy when they run. But we'll see. We'll see how it does. So guys, we're entering the back half of the year. I want to know, what goals do you have for the back half of the year to close out the year successfully? Let me know in the chat. My goal is to be more consistent on YouTube, probably to get my schedule under control, and just kind of find that momentum again. You know, because my YouTube has been very bursty. Like I'll go on and I'll go hard for a little while, and then sometimes it goes really well, sometimes I'm hitting a wave, and sometimes it feels like I'm all over the place. So we're trying to catch that momentum. I'm thinking about even filming some of my videos on stream like some of the other creators do. Let me know what you guys think of that idea. Like I've seen Theo do it. I've seen Matt Berman do it. I've seen a lot of people where they will just film their live reaction and they will turn it into a full-blown YouTube video. And the beauty of what we have set up here with Context Cut is that that would be a very smooth process. I don't even have to hand it off to an editor. The edit is done pretty much as soon as the stream ends. So I'm considering doing something like that. But let me know what your guys' goals are for the closing of 2026, because we are entering that back half. All right, UI test, it's running. to be happy, for my wife to be happy. That's a great goal, man. It's a great goal. You don't really need much more in life, right? Let's see what we can do with Vibe Party, guys. I wanna push this a little bit further. I wanna see what we can add next. I wanna hone it a bit, improve it. I would like you to add different elevations so that we can do the over-under loops. And I would like for you to make it very clear when somebody reaches the end that they capture the diamond and it gives them some kind of points. And I would also like to make the animation for the slot machine to be a little bit more of like an overlay on the screen rather than an actual 3D object in the game. And I would like the leaderboard to look a lot less pill-like. I would like it to be like more of like a sports card, like a scoreboard, and get rid of the little dots next to the names, make the names bigger, and put the head of their robot there instead of the little glowing dot on that. You can get rid of the theming. We have monolith on right now, and we've found a design direction, and I'm going to work with what we have from here. All of the logging and such, the got turned around, hits a hazard, rolled, all of those things need to emit from the actual character or the thing that it's coming out of, like the slot machine. It needs to have just those words kind of like come out of it like a hit marker. And we need to hone the camera movement as well. When it locks in, it feels a little bit crowded and sometimes looks a little bit too snappy. And we need like a starting animation that maybe does like when the game loop first starts, like a full pan around, and then like an epic low angle shot from the front of everybody getting ready to start. And we just need like some better cuts and some better cinematography. You have enough subs that you could probably do a few big crossover podcasts, and some you have banked content. That's good for consistency. Yeah, that's a good idea, because we could even have people on from our community that are doing awesome things. I think they would be totally down if I got on a normal schedule with that segment. And I love the idea. Because there's some people in our community that are running like proper AI agencies and I think they have a lot to share. They're doing better than I am with my AI agency even, and they started in different fields and adapted, and they turned their business into an AI first consultancy. You think we could get Cody Sanchez on? That would be pretty epic. Yeah, that's a good point, Michael. We've got to find affinity with other audiences. Got to plug into some of those names that everybody watches in that unique niche. If you guys are just joining, go ahead and like the stream. Our like goal for today is 50 likes. Still considering the treadmill and the push-ups. It's on the table. It is on the table. Not just because other streamers are doing it, but because I think it's actually genius. I think it's a good idea to be able to take care of yourself while you're doing something like this, because just sitting here for hours on end is not the best use of your time, especially when you spend a lot of the time waiting for the agents. So I'm considering it. I saw a streamer doing fake push-ups today. You could do real ones. Now I feel challenged. Now I feel like I need to drop and do some push-ups. The other thing that I've got to get down is a camera angle for that. I mean, I don't mind dropping down and doing the push-ups, but I got to get it filmed so that everybody knows that I do real push-ups. Depends on how many push-ups though, because my push-ups would probably start looking fake after I get past 150 push-ups during a long stream, even if they were split up. I'd have to set a cap though, like a realistic, good workout. Not like a stupid blow my chest and my arms out every day kind of workout. Yeah, what's a fake push-up? It's a good question. All right, so we've reached a point where I'm waiting on two big Fable tasks right now. So I think I'm going to run some bullet chess. So Sigma, if you're in here, man, run some bullet chess. Vibe coding at the lake live. I don't know much about push-ups, LOL. Yeah, I don't know a lot about them either, but you know a fake one when you see one. That's the truth. Sigma isn't on. I was gonna play bullet chess with him, but I'll play on my own unless somebody else wants to play bullet chess. Oh no, it's running the test suite in the middle of my bullet chess game. Oh, I'm at a severe disadvantage now. Oh no. I'm gonna lose on time with this. No, no, no. Hmm. Let's go. Let's go. I think anyone who streams is winning, so do it. Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, it's just that consistency. It's showing up every day. It is just like working out. It is just like building a business. Stream fully green. Some 600 are truly accurate at some point. Be nice to know all the different things that it's touching, all of the Fable kind of cooks, guys. I mean, my first impression of Opus was like, oh, Opus is like just as good as Fable. But after spending some time with Opus 5, I found myself wanting to go back to Fable for some of these tasks where Opus 5's having a hard time, or maybe taking a little bit too long, not being as direct with the ask and just getting it done. But we love Google, guys. Remember, we love Google. We love Gemini. Gemini is a great model, and it's my favorite model, in fact. Especially on this stream. It's running the full test suite, the full build. We went ahead and we tucked away remote control, cloud, chat skin, and skills for now into experimental. And that's only going to show up on dev. So we're going to have themes, we're going to have permissions, we're going to have voice. I do still need to figure out a way that we can have voice. We figured out the dictation, but how do we get the voice, the OpenAI real-time voice, something, a local equivalent? I'm wondering if there's another Apple native thing that we can do to do the different commands. Maybe it's a bit less capable. Maybe it's just for one-off commands and then it kind of exits. But there's got to be a fallback for OpenAI real-time, because I think that's the biggest thing on my onboarding that is going to be a stuck point. It's adding that extra API key. We've got processes. You can see all of your agents running here. You can reveal certain ones. You can stop the processes. And the agents create a lot of terminals too, so got to look out for orphaned terminals. We've got to figure out how to remediate some of that. We've got stay awake. We've got TLDR, UI sounds, text size. Got the browser cache running. All of our hotkeys here. Settings, I'm getting comfortable with settings. I still don't like the inbox. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to call it, guys. Like HiveMind is just the name that the AI agent gave to it for all of this stuff. But I think I want to unify it into like one inbox. I want to make it like a feed. So, you know, when you go on TikTok, it's as easy as swiping. Or if you go on YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, whatever platform, or any type of timeline, you can scroll and it feels effortless. That's what I want to feel when I'm managing things in Iterated. So I'm thinking about a feed that asks you questions, and then when you answer that question, it goes back to said agent. It gives you the next question while that one is already being kicked off in the background and working on something. So that's kind of what I envision for this. Right now, it's a big mess. We've got the board, we've got memory, we've got agents. We've got the inbox where it does ask us open questions, but the UI for this just looks terrible. The bones are there, but we've got to give it some new skin. We'll definitely work on that. New session, I like it. I like the CD, and then, you know, going into, let's say, CD documents, CD projects. You know, and then you can hit open. But I feel like this could be smoother too. I mean, you can always just browse too. But the project creation flow, it needs to be a little bit more seamless. And I'm wondering if I can move it to the command bar as well, so that you just hit Command K and then maybe you type in a quick slash command that easily lets you go to different projects. Just thinking. Google is supposed to be shipping next week. So we could be saying that for real. Just get Siri beta. Oh, for shipping you might need real time. I don't know if anything touches that. Yeah, I might just try to ship it and just see what they say. You know, I've been trying to get it perfect, and that's the same way that I was with my stream. When I first started the stream, it took me like 2-3 weeks to gear up to get the first one and just hit record. But I need to take the page out of the playbook of just starting with the stream and just start with the App Store. I just worry that, you know, I'll get like blacklisted or something if I do something wrong to Apple. So trying to do my due diligence before submitting the iOS app. Make it easy for them. I don't want to be their hardest app that they have to review for the day. I want it to be a green light. Kind of like when a cop comes up to your window. You want to have your ID ready. You want to have your insurance ready. You don't want to threaten them. You know, they're just doing their job. They roll up. If you're chill with them, they'll let you go on your way. I'm hoping it's the same with Apple. We'll see. I don't think it's quite like that, but that's the analogy that I think of. And it's still running the tests over on my left monitor. This one's done though. How's it going? Zhao Pan? Did I say that right? Zhao Pan. I've consulted for an iOS app before. They had a dev team check it before submitting versions. Was that before Claude or after Claude, Michael? Not that it makes a difference. Not that I'm getting any ideas here. All right, we're going to ready up and we're going to see if this camera movement is nicer, scoreboard's nicer. A little hit marker +2 pop-up thing. I didn't know how to explain it. Let's see if all that works well. So this is what it looks like when we first start. Okay. Goes in and we hit. Oh, it's just giving us our different angles. I'll hit spin. Okay, I like that better, how it's kind of on screen like that. I don't know if this is the exact setup. And they move kind of quick too. Look at that. It's got the little ladders and the pedestals. So you can go up and over now. It looks a little wild though, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how it interacts with the bots. See that? He landed on the little boost pad and it sent him up a few. I hope I don't get picked up on YouTube for this thing here. Hope they don't think I'm doing anything against terms here. So that's like 8 years ago. It's easier than you think. So definitely before Claude. That's good to know. It's really good to know. So what you're saying is I should push that thing through ASAP. And Michael, I might have to get you a copy to try out on the app before we really get the full release in. I'll get you my internal test flight. Get you a little test space if you want to red team it for me, perhaps. It's not a request though. It's more of an offer. So if it's something that interests you, then of course. But I don't want to make you feel obligated. The game's looking better. The menu doesn't look great still. It needs some work. Let's get back to iterated and see if it's done. I think it completed all of its tasks, all of its tests. What the gate caught. Screenshot was a real bug and a nasty one. Every store opens its own connection to the shared database and each runs the migrator. On a fresh database, meaning every new user's first launch, those migrators race. And the loser kills the app with the duplicate column importance dialog you captured. 2 of 4 UI test launches died this way. They fixed it with a regression test that also flushed out a second race on the WAL journal transition. Okay. Long ride camera spawn. Full suite turned up exactly 1 failure. The test the old decision card had warned about, still asserting the pre-decision rule that a spawn never moves the camera. Your dictated behavior, your own spawns carry the camera. Let's see how that works right now, actually. I want you to focus dusk full screen.
Done. Dusk is now focused and taking the main screen.
Okay, I want you to bring Milo up there.
Done. Milo is now up there with Dusk in the main
Alright.
focus.
They're not repainting properly on that change. Two honest loose ends. The edge hover drawer on hover tests are genuinely flaky on a live desktop. Failures move between identical runs. That's when I was playing my chess game, when it was trying to run the live test. It had impeccable timing. It just started the test out of the blue when I started my chess game. And I think that Claude is trying to secretly sabotage me, guys. I think it is trying to kill my elo on bullet chess. This one's a banger, guys. Made of the Night. 11 Labs single. Made of the Night. Who made that up? Some of the names it comes up with for these songs, guys. Wild. I would like you to add a true backlog or idea section in the board. Right now we have to do, and then it goes straight to in progress. And then after that, it's done or closed or blocked. We need a true backlog task category that we can start things in. Be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. I used to test flight for them. I don't spend my time on anything I don't want to. I can look at it. Awesome, man. What's up, Data Sherpa? Good to see you in here again, my man. Good to see you in here. We're working on Iterated, of course, and we're also listening to some new 11 Labs music today. And occasionally we're sneaking a prompt in for Vibe Party. Take a look. Take a look. When you ready up now, starts up, and I want to show you guys the art on this for the new world. If you've already been here for a little while, you've seen it, but I just wanted to show again for anybody new here. We'll just go through a quick setup. Keep in mind, guys, this is very early stages, but if I spin, oh, they're all under the platform right now, so it looks a little goofy, but I need to work on those platforms. Yeah, we need more of a dialogue when they get hit. Like, if they're gonna, like right there, -2, it needs to say, or something like that. If they're going backwards, they land on that. Oh, he's up on the platform now. That's wild. And we've got to add the mini games, of course, and get this live so that we can all play it together. I would like you to add more dialogue, more of those hit marker dialogues, and I would like you to make them look a little bit more animated and fun, like Into the Spider-Verse kind of style, on all of the little hit word pops. And they should look kind of 3D like they're in the world, but they should still be lightweight. And we need to have them when they land on special pads. Like if they land on a pad that hurts them, it needs to say what it did. Like right over top of the player when they land on that pad and the effect takes place. So I need full coverage of that. We also need to look at integrating the minigame loop, and we just need a test placeholder for the minigame loop as well. I'm liking it so far. Why do you wear a hat? I don't know. I was outside. I just throw on a hat usually before I go outside. And I just kept it on. Because I started the stream walking my dog. What kind of animals do you guys have? Are you guys not animal people? I have an Australian Shepherd. He's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Absolute crackhead. He keeps me on my toes, I guess. I think I'm done with a lot of this stuff. I'm just going to drop a lot of these screenshots and these frames I have for the initial stages. Yeah, day 5 goal, have fun, listen to new 11 Labs songs, plan iterated workflows, started out walking my dog. Day 5. Day 5. Right now, it's Dusk here. This agent is adding a backlog to the board. Because right now, it's just to do, in progress, blocked, or closed. And we want to have a true backlog in here so that things that are on to do don't get picked up and put into action. And ideally, we should tie these to commits and have a bit of a structure for our task board here for the agents so that they do isolated things and then make small commits. That's what we need to aim for going into the future here. Because I've been telling the agents to add it to the backlog, but they just put it on to do, which makes sense because there is no backlog yet. So it's adding that. Make sure you add it to the command bus as well if there are any places where this option needs to be surfaced or anywhere where it should be a suggestion to the agents or the voice orchestrator for adding something to the board. And maybe we default it to the backlog unless they explicitly define where they want it to go. And the backlog needs to truly be a backlog, whereas to do is going to be a list of things that we actually need to do. So I want you to rearrange the board and move things to backlog if they are in to do and they shouldn't be right now. Guys, these are 11 Labs songs. I feel like they're pretty solid. Like, it would fool me, honestly. They're kind of, like, melancholy and a little bit sad. A little bit deep, but I kind of vibe with the soft pop vocals from 11 Labs. Pretty fire. Might just be me, though. All right. We're gonna do another bullet chess game. If anybody wants to play bullet chess, I'm running bullet chess right now. I just won my last game. I'm knocking on the door at 1,000 rating on bullet chess. I'm just playing when all of my agents are busy, and then I go right back to it. That's why we keep the games quick with the 1 minute. And that helps. Throwing him in check. Nice. Just surpassed 1,000. Have Fable turn that into Harry Potter Wizards chess. LOL. Like the big chess, right? That's pretty wild. The big chess pieces in Harry Potter. Fable takes a while, guys. This one's cooking. This one's cooking. If you guys have any ideas of prompts or anything that you want me to try, or songs that we can prompt into 11 Labs, let me know in the chat as well. I think I'll just keep playing Bullet while we're waiting for these, unless you guys have any requests of things that you want to see me try. Because I'm open to testing some things. Our usage is going to reset in 2 days, and I've only used half of my Claude 1, and I've only used 25% of my Claude 2, so, and 0% of Codex. I might have to cancel Codex. I might have to cancel Kimicode too. I like Grok. I've actually been enjoying Grok build. But Codex, I like Codex too, don't get me wrong. It's just certain tasks that I like it for. That's not good. Ah. God, that's not good. All right, I gotta be smart here. This is where speed starts to just matter more. Oh no, he's defending that. Oh, it's a close one. I don't think I deserve to win that one though. Honestly, he was playing better than me, but it was close. Do I follow Prompt Potato? I don't. They had a wild Fable versus Soul game build. If I saw him, I might know who you're talking about. I'm going to look him up. Clever AI trick used to change how an assistant replies. Has two main popular uses: forcing the AI to give ultra short, blunt answers, or making it act as a harsh critic to your test ideas. Is this an actual brand, Michael, this Prompt Potato, or is this a style of prompting you're referring to? Google Search AI seems to think potato prompt is a clever AI trick used to change how an assistant replies. It's a YouTube channel. Yeah, Google Search AI is a little bit suspect sometimes, guys. Sometimes it's solid, but of course it does have the little footnote though. It has the little footnote, guys. So AI can make mistakes, so double check responses. That's what it says. That's a good thing to always do. All right, Vibe Party, another round done. This time we should see full dialogue coverage. Every event now speaks from its source. Pre-roll chatter off the character and their tint. Let's go. Send it. Watch this. On the roll number burst from the slot machine window, already there on your left. Okay, so we're looking for those word bursts, whatever those are called. I call them hit markers. I think it's probably called something else. It's a YouTube channel with animations and stuff. That's cool. I like those channels. Okay, the only thing that I don't care for on these is the platform, to be honest. Everything else is looking pretty solid. Up, and they also need to be less quick. Right now, there's a lot of the things that are happening on screen are way too fast to see. We need to slow down the whole pace of how fast the robots glide to their square. And we also need to clean up the overpass. The overpass looks super weird. Like the ladders and stairs are not accurately set up. And even if they were, it would just look weird. We need it to be like a true mountain overpass or something where, you know, you go through a tunnel or something like that in a mountain and then it goes over it like that. Or a stream, maybe like a bridge over a stream. Those are the kind of things that we need to integrate with that. I don't want it to just look like it's a fake staircase or a fake ladder. It doesn't look that great. It needs to integrate with the terrain better. Yeah, W's. Thank you, Hardhead Hacker. Thanks for chilling with us. It's good to have you. per usual, man. Hey Jarvis, can you pull me to our music project?
Got it? Switching projects now. If there's any ambiguity, I'll tell you what's available. Done. You're now
Can
in
you
the
focus
music
the
project.
can you focus the Grok agent that's helping us with music?
Okay. Let me pull that agent into focus so it's front and center for you. Done. Clay
Okay.
is now the main focus.
Okay, now
with everything else tucked into the side stack.
I would like you to look into a few other ideas for songs with Clay. I'm thinking some easy listening EDM or liquid D&B backgrounds, but something a little bit more experimental this time. I don't want it to sound like every other song, but I still want it to be good background music and instrumental. So see if it can generate 5 new songs with 11 labs and then pop them onto the board.
Got it. Let me cue that up with Clay and make sure it's framed clearly for the board. Cued. Clay will generate 5 experimental but still background-friendly instrumentals with 11 labs prompts and add them to the board as separate items for review.
Okay, go over to Iterated.
Sure. Switching back to that project now. If there's any naming conflict, I'll let you know.
Where is
Done.
Dusk at right now? What did
Back
Dusk
in the iterated dev project.
What did Dusk just ship? Could you give me the summary from what Dusk got finished up on that last run?
Let me pull up Dusk's latest status so I can summarize exactly what's verified. Dusk's last run is done, and the report is cached newer than the file, so treat this as the last known verified summary. The backlog feature shipped as a first-class status, and anything created without an explicit status now defaults into backlog across the system. They triaged 12 cards from to-do into backlog, leaving to-do for committed work, and main is at commit FF58DC23. Tests were green overall, with 2 unrelated terminal session tests flakes under load that were seen but not chased.
Okay, I want you to tell Dusk to look into the problem where when an agent tries to use the command bus to drop something on to drop a pane like a file onto the iterated board, it's not allowing the agent to do that unless we are on that project. I want it to be able to do it in the background, and right now it doesn't allow it if we aren't viewing the project itself when the agent wants to drop that thing in. So we need to get Dusk to quickly just triage that problem that we're running into with the command bus.
Got it. I'll cue this up for Dusk with a clear triage prompt. Queued for Dusk. They'll triage the command bus drop behavior and come back with a fixed proposal and any safety implications.
All right, go over to Vibe Party.
Switching over to that project now. If the name matches multiple options, I'll tell you what's available.
I want you to focus.
Done.
I want
You're
you to
now
focus
in
the
Vibe Party project.
I want you to focus the match and Aspen. Put everything else to the side.
Okay. I'll pull Match and Aspen into focus and tuck the rest aside. I couldn't find an agent named Match. The available agents are Tobin.
Oh, sorry. I was referring to the browser.
Got it. You meant the browser. I'll bring that and Aspen into focus together. Done. The browser and Aspen are in focus, and everything else is tucked to the side.
All right, go to sleep.
Good night.
Welcome in, guys. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop a like on the stream. If you are tuning in and you are a real person, please go ahead, drop a quick like. It helps us out a ton. This is a new stream. We are on day 5. We're on day 5 of building Iterated, Vibe Party, and Context Cut Dev, which is the tool that I'm using to stream right now as we speak. It is capturing my transcript live. It is capturing my clicks on screen live. It is the tool that allows AI agents to know exactly how to edit these on-screen technical sort of videos like the ones that I'm creating right now. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be alive. We're replacing the legacy tools. And that mountain looks pretty bad. That mountain looks pretty bad. Yeah, that's not great. Have a good night. Game looking good. You should check out the Godot VFX assets. I looked at them and there's a lot of good free stuff. I'm knocking out. W stream. Thank you, Sigma. Always good to have you, brother. Appreciate the kind words and the feedback. I should maybe check out some game assets.
Don't help when the place is a person, not a pin. I keep circling the same face, like a song stuck.
We don't want it to fall through to whatever board exists if it fails, but if their board exists, it needs to allow them to position it on the board. It's a pretty simple request. I don't want it to burst in and catch up when I go there. I just want it to be there when I land. Like, it doesn't even need to run the animation. It just needs to position it in an ideal location on the board. I'm not crazy about the mountain. I think we actually need to just get rid of the elevated hexes. I think it's a little bit too extra to add those right now. We can focus on adding it in the future, but it's not a higher priority right now than everything else. So go ahead and just make that simple improvement.
dust, it was just us. Now the Sprinter van tinted, trust is a must. Plus, they see Portofino post, think it's just luck. They ain't see the nights the Wi-Fi was about to get cut. Now it's rose golds on the wrist, but I'm watching for thorns. The circle stay tight when the new money's born. Used to dream about the whip, now the spirit's the norm. Snakes shed they skin, I just weatherproof the storm. Rimowa black, I don't unpack it.
I knew you were gonna be there, Michael. I knew you were gonna be on that. I heard it too, man. I was like, oh, there it is. Ghost in the Fabric. This is a dead giveaway. It makes everything about digital. It relates everything to a charger or electricity. I want to see it hit a game pad. Let's start adding the mini games and making sure that this is ready for multiplayer. I want you to find the mini games in our inspiration and our spec sheets and just start adding them in. Keep in mind that we do want to keep the player head as the kind of like the little mini leaderboard in the game. And then we should sum up the points scored for the different placements in the mini games. And we need the bots to be able to play the mini games as well. So spin up a few sub agents and crush out some mini games. Make sure that they all fit the same vibe, but go look at the spec sheet and create some of those games that we have in there.
Late night on the train, phone light on my face. Same street, same names, different pace. Won't you gone, I'll pretend that we it's these moves make your will the same. Say it again, say it again. Do not pretend, we both know we feel the same. Still hear you in the rain. Say it again, do not pretend. We both know we feel the same. If you call, I might pick up my note. I've been quiet, but I never forgot. Say it again, say it again. I still hear you in the rain. Say it again, do not pretend. We both know we feel the same. Say it again, say it again. I still hear you in the rain. Say it again, do not pretend. We both know we feel the same.
Yeah, man, it takes way too literally what you say for the vibe of the lyrics that you're going for. It takes it way too literally. and it sounds cheesy. I've experienced that. That's why I think I like these simple instrumentals. I just generated 5 more. I told it to go a little bit more experimental this time though, so we'll see what it does. Yeah, 11 Labs is pretty decent. Some of the songs that I've played tonight, I was pretty impressed with. There were still some tells. There were still some certain parts of them where I was like, "Ah, man, if it would have got that little piece right, it would have felt good, right?" But it's nice for background music that doesn't have copyright. Build and install. Watch this. Is he gonna fall for it? Is he gonna fall for it? Oh no, it's not quite mate. Not quite mate. Oh man. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, he missed it. How did he not see that? Oh, I missed that though. I deserved that. All right. You just got to keep going. In bullet chests, just got to keep going. We'll take that. We'll retreat. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, good. You didn't see it. That's the thing with bullet chests. They never even see it, man. They never even see the dumb mistakes that I make. Oh, let me keep it, okay. Discard 90%. Have you tried prompting your songs, like, or prompting the idea of the song that you want to an AI model and having them just write the whole prompt and the lyrics and stuff? I think you said you did that. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one's a little... This is a little hurrying. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I done it both ways. Claude made some decent songs. You should try Grok. Maybe it's just that I'm using 11 Labs, but I feel like Grok is pretty good at making these songs. Or maybe the AI music is just getting better overall, and I'm just not realizing it. I would like you to look into the show more. Right now, it's very hard to click, and the hover state of it isn't great. So I would like you to move it in line with the short version of the description. And when I open it, we need to make that top pane like actually taller, and we need to have like a toggle that makes it kind of drop down more with the full summary in there. Right now, it just flips it up in the top bar, and the top bar doesn't expand to give it any more room, and it looks almost impossible to see. So we need to fix that. Show more, and we need to make sure that when the top pane is hovered, it shows up on the right of the summary, and then when we click it, it expands it. I have shared an image with you of where I want the button. I don't know if this works yet, guys. Not gonna lie. This is... Yeah, it's not pulling it in. So we'll just say... Sonnet makes the best lyrics. Good morning, Drake. Good to see you, brother. How is Croatia treating you? What have you been up to in your first days there? I want to see if I can show you guys. I hope this doesn't hurt the stream that I'm doing this. but I think I'm going to stop the recording. We're going to keep the stream going, and I'm going to try to see if I can get some clips from earlier in this stream to be edited in Context Cut so I can show you guys how quick the process is. So from the past 2 hours here, it does take a minute for it to load, but then we'll have an agent go and create those clips. All right, so I am still streaming, but I need you to go in and find, when the video lands, the 2 hour and 11-minute footage that we just recorded from the stream. And I need you to start editing that footage. I'm also going to start the recording back up, but I need you to edit the footage gracefully in the background using Context Cut, following the shorts formula that we used for day 4. That was pretty locked in, but we need to really focus on finding some viral content this time. I only want the best 6 shorts that you can find out of the whole thing. So go ahead and deliver those to me when they are fully complete and ready for my review in a folder inside of the Context Cut project here. Oh, we got a mini game. This is the first mini game test. Oh, you got to click it on go. I'm slow. I got to get a faster reaction time. Ah, it was a little better. Oh, it fooled me. Okay. Ah. Dang it. This is hard. It's still just reaction rust, though. All 4 games are now delivered. Okay. Oh, you can click space too. Let's see if that's quicker. What games did you add? And what ones are still targeted to add later? Just been drinking water, hanging out so far. This game looks interesting. Yeah, so Drake Vibe Party, I don't know if you know about this game, but we're doing like a kind of like Mario Party. Oh, it fixed our show more too. Let's see if this works. Oh no, okay. That's okay though, we're getting closer. All right, I'd like you to take a look at the screenshot and see what I mean by the top pane is not expanding to fit, and I can't see how to close it again. But this is the right idea. We also need to make sure that the background chroma of that stays the same as that agent that we are getting the summary for. So for Claude, it would need to be that orange color still with the dust flying. And we need a very clear way to exit the show more. and Context Cut is cutting the first 2 hours of shorts. So while it's cutting the first 2 hours, I'm going to start the recording right now, and I'm not going to be on too much longer, but we will start that back up in case something happens. If you guys are just tuning in, tonight we are working on Iterated. We are working on Context Cut. And we are working on Vibe Party. So we've got a game, streaming and clipping tool, and the ADE that you are looking at right now. I'm going to skip the song with the lyrics. The comment hook. No, mute. We'll go with the chill vibe, the soft pop that 11 Labs has been putting out. It's kind of fire, guys, especially for the late night. Especially for the late night coding session. Kind of a chill vibe. Wild to me that 11 Labs can produce this kind of stuff. I mean, it's a simple song, but it just sounds pretty authentic to me. And here are the, oh, it just closed because it was rebuilt. I was doing a chess game, a quick little bullet chess game while I was waiting for my prompts, and Claude started running a test, and it almost completely cooked me, but I ended up winning. So that was close, but okay, what's the next one? Public skills are a supply chain risk. My contrarian take on the hypes around skills. AI is a buyer's market right now. This one I think was pretty fire, guys. We talked about the OpenAI and Anthropic beef that just ensued on Twitter today between Boris Cherny and the other guy over at ChatGPT, Tebow, something like that. And then the next one, I keep going back to Fable over Opus. So it's like a little model comparison. And then we did the We Love Google joke. That's a running joke here in the stream. You can infer from that what you will. And then building in public attracts the wrong buyer. The sharpest thing you said all night. Attracts the builders. And I need an ICP that wants an outcome. So those are some of the clips that it just pulled, and that's from the first half of the stream, or I would say the first 3/4 of the stream. I'm going to be cutting out pretty quick here, guys. It's getting quite late where I am. But I'm going to try to put a pin in a few of these things. We have scheduled quite a few shorts across YouTube and Instagram Reels. This is our official schedule right here. So August, for almost all of the days, and even into September, we have at least 2 going out per day. And most days we have 3 on both the Instagram and YouTube platform. Some of them only go on YouTube if Claude thought it was better for them to go on YouTube and not Instagram. Some of them go on IG. It did a full research loop to find what the best posting times were. And so we have 166 scheduled posts. I'm not posting them on X anymore because X just came out with a big algorithm change that punishes automated posting. So we're not going to spoil my X feed with the automated shorts. But I think it's a pretty pretty low-hanging fruit on YouTube and Instagram, so I'm gonna post them, even if they're not like super high quality. You know, they're kind of here today and gone tomorrow with the shorts. So let's check out what it did. Go ahead and try to open it again, because I'm on this canvas now. So yeah, go ahead and try to reopen those folders so we can review those. We need to literally expand that top pane so that it's not hidden. You're keeping the top pane the same size when they hit show more, but it should really drop down as a drawer almost, so that it fully contains it. The show less looks better now, though. Also, another thing that I discovered was the agents that can't open things when they're not on their, when I'm not on that project, are saying this: I need you to fix this wherever they're running into this problem and get them to be able to open panes on an unopened project, so that when I come back, they're just there. Go ahead and like the stream, guys. If you are just tuning in, our like goal for today, 50 likes. And the YouTube viewership is clearly not tracking correctly, because if there were truly 40 people that were intently watching the stream, I think that we would have more likes currently. Hot take alert. Michael has a hot take. OpenAI moved all the free users to Luna, but that's actually worse and cheaper than 5.5 Instant. So the free users are getting the secret downgrade so Tebow can hand out resets like candy. Man, they're playing with our emotions. They're playing with our instincts and our feelings and our FOMO with these models. These big model providers. You've got to look out for them. You've got to do what's right for you and your business and your life. But honestly, I fall for the resets thing every time. I fall for it every time. I've still got some OpenAI resets. I need to think of a way to get Soul to do something useful for a long enough period of time to where it will burn through my unused Codex. Is this D5? Okay, we have D5. Let's see what the shorts look like for today. They're already done. That's when I was playing my chess game, when it was trying to run the live test. It had impeccable timing. It just started the test out of the blue when I started my chess game. And I think that Claude is trying to secretly sabotage me, guys. I think it is trying to kill my elo on bullet chess. The reason that I don't recommend any skills directly is because there's number one, recommending skills, it kind of scares me because of the security aspect of it and all of the supply chain attacks that we're seeing right now. I don't really like the idea of them just being out in the public on GitHub and running scripts, and people can obviously bot those stars on GitHub now. That's when I was playing my chess game, when it was trying to run those first two are decent. I did catch a glimpse of the Tebow and Boris beef. That was pretty wild. They're just kind of going at each other's throats. The OpenAI and Anthropic rivalry heating up. We love to see it. Hey, I like a good competition, especially when we are the users, because that means that it's okay. So one of the things that it did is I moved my camera, and it was going to a default location for all of these, but it needs to find the camera in these individual ones. So I'm actually going to have it redo these. I think the cuts are great. It just needs some better composition, but I'm going to watch the rest of them where my camera was in the place where it thought it was. I saw a streamer doing fake push-ups today. You could do real ones. Now I feel challenged. Now I feel like I need to drop and do some push-ups. The other thing that I've got to get down is a camera angle for that. I mean, I don't mind dropping down and doing the push-ups, but I got to get it filmed so that everybody knows that I do real push-ups. Fable kind of cooks, guys. I mean, my first impression of Opus was like, oh, Opus is like just as good as Fable. But after spending some time with Opus 5, I found myself wanting to go back to Fable for some of these tasks where Opus 5's having a hard time, or maybe taking a little bit too long, not being as direct with the ask and just getting it done. But we love Google, guys. Remember, we love Google. We love Gemini. Gemini is a great model, and it's my favorite. How's the app progress going today? Oh man, we are working on some of the little details today. So up here, when the agent is done with whatever it's working on, I want it to give me a like full-blown summary if I hit show more. But right now we're working on getting this pane to be more of a drawer that actually comes down, because it's currently tucking it all away. So we want to get a good TLDR on all of the models. We also, what else did we do today? We added in the board, we added a backlog feature here. So now it can move things to the backlog if we don't want to focus on them at all. And then to do is actually like a list of things that we are actually going to start working on or that need to get done at some point. So we got backlog, and we're working on the summary. We also just got caught up on a bunch of commits that we were ahead of main at the beginning here. And we're listening to some new 11 Labs music today. 11 Labs generated us some new songs. So we've been playing through those. I'll actually get those started back up. And yeah, the progress feels pretty good today. We were reviewing some shorts that Context Cut made for us from the beginning of today's stream, and I think it did a good job at finding them, but on some of these it didn't target the camera properly, so I need to tell it to, since I moved the camera a lot on today's recording. All right, I need you to go back, and I need you to do a double rearrange those. Michael, you're the man. Michael, you did not, bro. Let's see if we have our first customer. We need to get something up on the stream here. Yes. Let's go. And he even got the coupon code. First sale. W's in the chat, guys. That is legendary. Guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys who are showing up, but Michael, you especially, man. You have motivated me to keep coming back. First big commenter in the chat. Now he's the first purchase on Iterated. Let's go. Thank you, sir. We will work through it together. And we will make this thing epic. Congrats. Congrats on joining and embarking on this journey with me, man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you got to screenshot that, Stripe. Here we go. First money in the account. Well, not quite in the account, but in the Stripe. Man, that feels so good to get that first sale. On day 5, sale number 1, the exponential snowball has begun. It's starting as a little ice pellet, but we're just going to keep this thing rolling, guys. So thank you again, Michael, true legend, in the chat and everywhere else. Thank you, sir. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the prod release. You are truly a beta tester at this point. I'm not going to lie, but I'm happy to get your feedback and ship things faster. And I'm also going to be putting a feedback button in the app itself somewhere so that you guys can quickly leave feedback when you're using Iterated. And that should keep us all on the same page with a roadmap, with a direction. So yeah, thank you again. That's something to celebrate for sure. I know what I'm getting. No need to hedge. Own it. LOL. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we got the show more, show less working a little bit better. I don't know if I love the look of it totally. It's still a little bit verbose for me, but I like the drop down. I like the drop down. I don't know if I like these little icons over here. Don't know if I like these. I think it wants me to answer a question, actually. It has the hand raised? No? Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got to get our music back after the 15th rebuild today. Man, I'm just so excited. We got the first sale. Let's go. All right. Settings redesigns. What is it opening here? Maybe it's opening that from a queue from an earlier time. Collector still spinning up after the relaunch, waiting for the per file receipt. Hopefully this fixes our framing issue from the shorts. Let's do a quick run on Vibe Party and see where that's at. I want to see it land on a mini game, a different mini game. That robot right there looks like a skeleton. That guy looks like a barrel. Got to land on a game. We need to make the game hit rate a lot higher. And I also would like you to make the names a little bit less vibrant with that airbrush drop shadow. I'd like them to be kind of like a lower opacity look. They should still be somewhat visible. And maybe they don't stay on all the time, but maybe when we focus on the character, the name kind of appears slightly. Full circle on the whole feature with independent verification of the context cut. Retried the exact path that was. Show more looks good now, but the text itself that it's providing is very technical and it's very verbose and there's no hierarchy in it. So I need you to have a JSON shape that they input to make that text look a little bit cleaner. We need the clean one-line summary to be shown at the top, and we need it verified against the instruction and some kind of gate that just checks the character count to make sure that it will fit up there in a reasonable amount of characters, and it will tell me exactly what that agent just did. And in the show more, we need it to be split up more. We need more, maybe even a little bit shorter. We need it to be more concise. And we don't need all of the paths in there typically and all of the commit numbers or anything like that. I mean, commit numbers are probably fine, but maybe they could be hyperlinked to a task if they are in there, and they could be like a nice badge. And it could just, I just basically want that summary to be a lot more succinct and human to read. And I want it to catch me up and tell me why something is the way that it is and what it needs from me if it needs anything. And we also don't need the little lines, the little icon on the side of the show more area. It can just be some nice clean text. Make sure it's high fidelity as well, because right now it looks like it's blurry when I zoom in on it. The popover for the no audio detected on the dictation needs to be placed a bit more tastefully. Right now it looks like it's just floating in a weird location. We just need to show it when they stop dictation, like how it shows right now in the orb. When they stop dictation, it needs to look the same coming out of the, not the orb, the glass badge. It needs to like be in that glass badge on the exit of the transcript. And we need a little very subtle animation that goes from the badge to the chat bar with like a little comment overlay on the screen and lands the text into it wherever we're putting it. A little bit of an ADHD feature there. We'll see what it looks like though. Maybe it'll turn out nice. Let's check out the new names on Vibe Party.
City hums like a fridge at 3 a.m. Your name's still open in my recent apps. I told myself I'm only looking once. Thumb finds the glow like a bad habit does. Air conditioning and unfinished wine. You left aware the system in my mind. If love is just a channel I can't change, why do I keep the volume?
All right, we got a game. Target Rush. Again, we got Target Rush again. Jeez. Oh, this is a different one. This is a different one.
I swear I hear you in the interstate. You said forever like a hotel key. Works until checkout, then it don't work for me.
How long are these games? This feels like a long one, and I don't see the timer.
Folder I don't show. Play it back when the apartment feels too cold.
All of the games need a first-class game leaderboard that shows live how everyone is performing, because they're going to be competing at the same time. And that leaderboard needs to show the state at the end of the game, and we also need a very visible timer as a key condition for the mini games. And we need the mini games to be full screen, and we need an animation that kind of like maybe pulls away from the board and goes over to a mini game where all of the characters are present. We need it to really kind of like make sense in the world and not just be a modal and making it look like a software tool. Also, the now spinning has the typical green dot that flashes next to the names, and I don't like that. I also don't like the positioning of the spinner. The spinner and the who is now spinning needs to be in the left margin of the screen instead. Oh, can I do this?
Made of the night, do not leave me now. Hold me close when the lights go out. Made of the night, say my name slow. If the morning comes, I do not want to know. All my friends are
I emailed you my original how to use Claude parody video. This is what I imagine onboarding at Anthropic is like. We gotta watch that. Oh damn, I lose 2 minutes of your stream. I didn't realize I was off. My bad. LOL. Was my stream off? Was my stream not working? Michael, tell me my stream wasn't working. Tell me my stream was working, not wasn't working. Please. Yikes. I'm gonna have to check out that Anthropic onboarding. Claude parody. Let's go. It's here. We're playing it. Tell me if the audio. Wait, quality?
If you want to
720?
use Claude, you should first make sure that your computer is turned on. And then open a
love
browser and type in www.claude.com. You can also find Claude in app stores and download the Claude app on your mobile phone. We hope you enjoy your Claude experience. Entering a name, your phone number, and password. Then you can begin chatting with Claude about whatever is on your mind.
The auto-tune.
Or on Claude's mind. We hope you enjoy your Claude experience. We hope you enjoy your Claude experience. Claude can help with lots of things.
From milk to enterprise software.
Making a grocery list, planning your
True.
next vacation, or just chatting about whatever you feel like chatting about. It can also help with professional tasks, like
If
coding,
panic, breathe. Ship spreadsheet.
building spreadsheets. Claude can help with lots of things. We hope you enjoy your Claude experience. We hope you enjoy
It's probably off sync.
your Claude experience. We hope you enjoy your Claude experience.
I love how it made it like a slideshow.
Hope you enjoy
The confetti.
your Claude experience.
The cape. Let's go. Let's go. That one was a banger, man. I don't know which one I liked better. That one was fire. I'm not going to lie. And it cracks me up. I love how candid and like just the dry humor of it all. Like that's my favorite kind of like humor is when it's just something you encounter every day, exaggerated. And I like that it's like a parody on like people teaching people how to use Claude kind of. Like I think about my full Claude tutorial that we're nearly at 1 million views on that full Claude tutorial. But what if I just rickrolled them in the middle of that with this song? That could go hard on the next Claude full tutorial. Then they'll know everything that they need to know. We're gonna need to get you some royalties on that, Michael. This is a little bit closer. It's still blurry. It's a little bit shorter. Let's see if iterated is... Did Dusk finish that? Still doing a wait list. Or a wait for release post receipt. Okay. Let's see. Did they fix our shorts? They did. They put the face cam properly now. I think that this short, guys, I think that this one might actually be pretty good. I'm going to watch it back. I did catch a glimpse of the Tebow and Boris beef. That was pretty wild. They're just kind of going at each other's throats. The OpenAI and Anthropic rivalry heating up. We love to see it. Hey, I like a good competition, especially when we are the users, because that means that it's a buyer's market in AI right now. It is not the seller's market for these big inference providers. It is our market when they quabble and when they fight. I could have delivered it better, but I think that was like a good topic. So thanks for bringing that one up. Then my push-ups. I saw a streamer doing fake push-ups today. You could do real ones. Now I feel challenged. Now I feel like I need to drop and do some push-ups. The other thing that I've got to get down is a camera angle for that. I mean, I don't mind dropping down and doing the push-ups, but I got to get it filmed so that everybody knows that I do real push-ups. Keep going back to Fable over Opus. And that one, I think this one might work well because it has the game loop. I think I'm going to try to get more clips where it has the full screen. I want to have like a full screen version of the game loop right here, because that would be that typical brain rot short that just skyrockets. Not saying that's the only strategy we'll try, but it could be an idea. Fable kind of cooks, guys. I mean, my first impression of Opus was like, oh, Opus is like just as good as Fable. But after spending some time with Opus 5, I found myself wanting to go back to Fable for some of these tasks where Opus 5's having a hard time, or maybe taking a little bit too long, not being as direct with the ask. What's going on, Raven Revenge? Where are you tuning in from? It's great to have you joining us. You say, I am not a coder or vibe coder. I'm building my own project on a low budget. My biggest challenges are usage limits and AI redundancy. GPT is good, but often generates endless ideas and documentation, making projects overly complex. Gemini is good, but eventually agrees with everything. Claude is excellent and objective, but expensive. Limits are reached after a few tasks. Maybe my instructions are part of the problem. Any tips? You're from Portugal. Let's go, man. I visited Lisbon on my honeymoon. I have a buddy over there that works. He does web development for a modern editorial. Like it's like a newspaper, but it's a website. And I had a great time in Lisbon. And we went and we tried port wine. We tried all of the great food. We even went to gosh, why is it escaping my mind on stream like this? The Azores. Went to the Azores for a few days, and that was pretty cool. I don't know if I said that right. You guys probably say it different, but love Portugal, love the vibe, love the people. So let's get to your question. You had mentioned that you're doing your own project on a low budget. What is that project that you are doing? Can you give me any details on it? Because it might help shift the answer. But what I would recommend generally is Azores. Yep, let's go. That's a beautiful chain of islands, man. They've got all kinds of plants there that I've never seen before. Pretty cool. But no, like, let me read through this again. GPT is good, but often generates endless ideas and documentation. You know what? I would try to press on GPT a little bit that they actually kind of like released their bad plan to everyone and made it sound like it was better. But I'm not totally sure what you're doing, but I would take a second pass at Codex and GPT because you're going to get the most bang for your buck usage out of that. And I would work on, speccing it out and making sure that the prompts are a little bit tighter for exactly what you want it to do and what you want to achieve. What I would recommend is looking at the GCAO prompting sequence. This is something that we teach in our community, and it helps us get better results with the models. So I'll just kind of lay this out here. GCAO, it's goal, context, action, and output. This might sound very simple and straightforward, but we oftentimes forget that if the model doesn't have these things, it's not going to be able to help you as efficiently and as effectively. So look at your goal, what it is that you want to achieve, what you want to achieve. Then you're going to add your context to the prompt. So any external context, let's imagine that my goal is to grow my YouTube channel. I would tell the model, hey, my goal is to get to X amount of subscribers by this day, or I want to stay consistent with my YouTube. So I want to build a tracker, or I want to build a better streaming tool, whatever it might be for your goal. The context would be, here is my actual channel. Here is Productive Dude is my YouTube channel, right? Maybe I would give it, maybe I'd give it some other information too. Maybe I would give it like a brand guide or something like that. And then the next thing that you look at is the action. What do you want the model to actually do? So maybe I want it to research my channel and compare it against other top channels in that niche. And this is a very generic example, keep in mind. And then for the output, we have to tell it the output that we want to receive. And this is going to be helpful with Codex, where it's just writing all of those tests. I've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. But on the output side, if we can tell it exactly what we expect to see at the end of the run, this is going to get us better results, especially if we move slow and we do small commits, small features, small additions one at a time. So the output could be, let's say for this particular case here, I want a presentation. Okay, I want a video presentation to share with my team showing our growth and places to double down. Okay, so this is kind of a weak version of it, but the idea is utilize GCAO, goal, context, action, output, when you are prompting, and I think that will help you. That was a bit long-winded, but I would stick with Codex if you're on a limited budget, and I would try some of this kind of prompting technique, and you can even make a skill around it. Okay, I like those shorts. Can you tell me where we have room to post those and where we should post those? What platforms and what days and times that we have available still on the schedule that aren't taken? Let's see. Iterated. Well, let's get the music back up and running. Guys, I am going to have to cut out soon. It's getting quite late. But thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to catch my next stream. Hit the bell icon if you really want to know about my next stream. All of that is appreciated. Today, we made our first sale. Thanks to Michael Alpine in the chat. Alpin? No, Michael Pine. I've been reading your name wrong this whole time. I thought it was Michael Alpine the whole time, but it's Michael Pine. That's wild. Michael Pine. Shout out to Michael, guys. First sale on Iterated. All right, I'm just testing the dictation comment. Let's see what it does. the dictation comment does not look good. Let's drop that. We just need the text to kind of animate in smoothly wherever it goes, but it's targeting the wrong position when it does it right now. So we need to be much more subtle, and maybe we can just make the orb itself that has the glyph on it transform into the check mark cleaner, just so it's very clear that it confirms. Just joined. This tool looks nuts. W stream. W Michael Pine. The Michael Pine. Just joined. This tool looks nuts. What's going on? Kazuradash? Please correct me. Please correct me. It's an experimental software engineering and AI platform. The overall goal is to improve how different AI capabilities can be used in a single environment, but I don't want to disclose the full implementation or concept yet. So is it basically an agentic development environment, kind of similar to what we are building here in Iterated? That's the trend I'm seeing. A lot of people are building these types of tools now. Kazradash. I hope I got that right. Raven, you are on point, my man. I encourage you to get building as discovering that, but I wanted to just get out there, start building in public, because I was building this for 2 weeks alone. And now I'm at the point where I'm sharing it with people and I'm learning as I go. People are adding feedback. They're telling me what we need to change. We got our first sale today. Things are going great. By the way, if anyone is interested in Iterated, it's macOS Swift app. We are currently in the early stages, but I am offering a lifetime license right now. So if you do, at any point, this is no pressure, guys, but at any point, if you're watching this stream, I'm just going to give you the coupon code is stream20, and you can get Iterated at iterated.ai. So just wanted to throw it out there. It is macOS only. It is an agentic development environment where we have all of these different modalities. We have music on the canvas. We have images. We have a secret store, and it works across providers. I've been using Claude strictly today, other than Grok for some music generation over here. But we organize all of our projects, and it makes it a lot smoother for things like screenshots. If you've ever done a screenshot in the Apple ecosystem, you know that little screenshot pops up and then it disappears. And then you end up with a desktop that looks something like this. I don't know if you guys can see those. Those are all screenshots on my desktop. I should probably go full screen. But my point is, with the iterated screenshot feature, we get it instantly pulling into the bottom right corner right here. And then it persists a little bit longer for you, and it's always here for you. And you can just drag it in. You can expand it. You can look at the screenshot itself if you want to. And then you can pull that screenshot into your agents as context immediately. And so that is just one of those quality of life improvements that we've added in here that just makes it more delightful to work with your agents. We also just shipped the dictation feature. So if I wanted to tell Clay, hey, how's it going, Clay? I want you to make another 5 songs, and I want them to be good stream background songs, but I don't want them to sound like the last 5 that you made. I want you to make them unique. Maybe we do some more, a little bit more upbeat, but not anthemic, if you can. All right, thank you. As you can see, really great feature there. Quickly dictates verbatim exactly what you said using Apple Intelligence, using the built-in Apple dictation tools. So I'm going to go ahead and send that off. And we also have the voice orb. So the voice orb. Hey, how's it going? Tell the stream that you love them.
Got it. Let me route that to the voice orb and keep it friendly.
Yeah, you are the voice orb, and you are on stream now. So say hello to the audience.
Hello, stream. It's great to be here with you. You're doing amazing, and yes, you are loved.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, now I want you to switch me over to my iterated dev project.
Switching projects now. This may take a moment. Done. You're now in the iterated dev project.
All right, we're good to go. Tell me what Dusk needs from me. I see that Dusk is complete right now, and I don't know what we need to do next. So tell me what information they need from me and what they've been working on.
Let me check Dusk's current status and recent work, so I can tell you what's on your side. Dusk doesn't need anything from you right now. There are no open questions and no approval or input waiting. It's idle and complete. Last it worked on dictation behavior. The confirm now morphs in place, with the badge turning into a check mark instead of anything moving across the interface.
Go to sleep.
And the tests are passing.
Go to sleep.
Good night.
All right, I'm just testing the dictation feature. We're going to see if that little orb there that has the glyph of me talking turns into a check mark a little bit more smoothly. Let's go ahead and end it and watch it. Perfect. I think that animates in pretty nice. I think that looks smooth now. It looks tasteful. So we're going to stick with that. I mean, the Whisperflow one kind of pops up this giant overlay on your screen. And, I mean, it doesn't look like a giant overlay, but it's really accessing your max accessibility, and then it interferes with other things when Whisperflow is running. So that was really annoying. And the computer use tools, actually, for Codex and Claude, they would bump into it and they'd be like, I can't click on this thing because I'm clicking on Whisperflow, you know? So this one's going to be a little bit more out of the way. It's going to be right next to my mouse. It can go anywhere with me, just like the screenshot tool can, as long as iterated is open in the background. So that is pretty nice. All right, let's catch up on the chat. I'm building a tool that connects all agents together for SEOs, and what you're building is the future, having everything under one dashboard. Hope you crush it, man. Let's go, Kazradash. Glad to have you in here. I'm glad you're building, and I look forward to hearing all of your feedback as you build, as you learn things. And if you want to share it, man, I'm always open to checking out your tools. Let's go. Thanks for the tips. Do we all share the same ideas, collective ideas? I think we do, guys. And I think it's the executors that are going to do well. I've been in the YouTube game for a very long time now. And one thing about YouTube, I don't know a lot about streaming because this is just day 5. First time I've streamed in 5 years. But I have uploaded over 1,000 YouTube videos that I have personally recorded and edited. And if there's anything that I've learned about it, it is the action takers that are going to succeed in this game, guys. With whatever you are doing, there are massive opportunities in content still. I don't like to think about the future of where things are headed because oftentimes it slows me down because I get worried. Oh, you know, the YouTube meta might change, or the way that we talk about AI, or the way that we do our normal work is going to change, and you get scared and you get paralyzed, and then you don't take action. But the number one thing you want to be doing right now, if you are building something, is you want to be putting out some sort of content, or talking at least to the people that you are having used that tool as soon as possible. I didn't do it soon enough with Iterated. I'm not going to lie. I should have started streaming day 1, and I should have built this alongside the people who are going to be using it. But there's a kernel of something here. Luckily for me, if I stick around, we're going to attract more luck. And that's the best advice that I can give you. I've built multiple digital products. I've done a lot of client work as well. We've built up our community at AI Foundations, and now we're starting this. We're climbing this new hill. I do daily video uploads, and I try to improve 1% every day. Plus, one thing I've noticed is if you upload, then stream directly after, it kills the reach of your upload. I think you might be right, Kazradash. I think you might be right, because my last upload happened amidst all of these streams, and it was one of the worst performing videos that I have ever had, believe it or not. Believe it or not. So maybe what we need to do is we need to stream on certain days, and then we need to upload on certain days. I've been streaming every day in a row, but maybe I need to have days in between where we upload a video, and that would be a great thing to split test. But regardless, I think if you have a great video, it is going to perform. It's just, what is YouTube serving to your audience, or what is YouTube serving from your channel? What do they think your channel is, right? But no, man, that's incredible, Kazradash. I'm gonna have to check out what you're doing off stream here. Yeah, I think that's the case, man. I've started streaming on X, as my last video was a 1 out of 10 and didn't want to mess it up. LOL. Yep, you just gotta hit record, man. I'm streaming with Context Cut. I don't know if you saw this tool, but it's the tool that helps me stream on YouTube, and I'm going to be getting X in here as well. So pretty nice tool, and it's already cut out some shorts from today's stream. While we've been live, if I go over to Context Cut, it cut six shorts from today's stream that are all getting ready to go out, all through the agents. You just message the agent and you tell it, hey, use that skill that we've been using the past few days for clipping with Context Cut. And it's done an incredible job. So I'm getting used to this thing. I did decide I'm not going to be posting my shorts on X because it looks like they just changed the algorithm on X from my understanding. And they are nerfing all of the people who are doing automated posting on X, it seems. Another thing that I found out about X from doing some research was that they nerf your posts if you put hashtags in them. So they're flagging all of those things that could be automated post signals. So you'd want to make your X posts authentic, I think. And my X game is lacking a little bit. So that is something that I'm going to hone. I'm going to try to use X more, especially when I'm on stream, maybe kind of curating a list of posts that we want to go over. That's how this stream started with Michael. He shared a post with us, the Anthropic and OpenAI beef with Claude Code versus Codex. And that made for a nice clip and a nice discussion. And I also think that it would be good to just get more involved on X. That is the place to see what's going on, to see what's happening. So definitely, well, let's see. These posts, where these should go. The 8 a.m. lane, September 3rd to 8th, 1 clip per morning. YouTube plus Instagram. X is off. Claude is sabotaging my chess game. My push-ups would start looking fake. Public skills. Supply chain risk. I think these look good. Bump something. Swap 3 into slot this week and push whatever's there. Yeah, you can bump 03. That's fine. And just swap it out with something. Just make sure that it doesn't double post. Or if you want to, you can post up to 5 shorts in one day. I don't mind if we do that. So if you want to just add them, that's fine as well. We don't need to keep pushing it further out with these. Just make sure that they're spread out nice. All right, let's see what we got here in chat. Yeah, I think that's the case, man. I've started streaming on X as my last video was... Oh, I got that one already. Ooh, that's cool. Is that your tool? Oh, damn, I need this. On X, it's all about the format. What I do is 3 lines, basically the hook to the video plus a reply with my CTA. Videos get me really good traction on X. That's amazing, man. I'm going to have to check out your X because maybe I can take some inspiration from how you're doing things. I'll add my own flair or whatever, but just kind of taking a look at some of the formula for your copywriting. One thing I would say is the conversation rate on YouTube is better than X. Oh, the conversion rate. Yeah. That's interesting, actually. It's super interesting. Because a lot of the people on X, aren't they like pretty much paid users? Like most people are verified now if they're getting involved on X. So I would think that would be a buy signal. But YouTube does have that long form energy. It has that when you go to YouTube, you're ready to make a change sometimes. You're ready to learn something. At least I am. And I think my audience has been in the past for my YouTube videos. So there's more buy-in. It's not such a swipe fest on YouTube. It's a little bit more of a stop, stay, see what's going on with this creator, learn about them, maybe upgrade to their paid product or their paid service or their community. So I think YouTube does work better for selling if you can be consistent. But X is good for that virality factor, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get a lot of impressions and get people's eyeballs on you, and then you kind of convert down the funnel on YouTube. That's at least what I have understood about it. But you sound like the X professional. I have been in the YouTube lane, so maybe we can combine our knowledge together here, and we can both succeed. And yeah, Context Cut, that first 2 hours, I told it to find the best 6 shorts, because the first time, day one, it recorded, it clipped out 62 clips, and I was like, okay, this is a little overkill. But today it just clipped out some of the better ones, and then I started it back up. So now it's been running at an hour 5 since the last stop, where we got some of our shorts, which it's posting right now. Actually, I just told it to post them, and it's using our secret store. So we have a secret store that hides the secrets. It obfuscates the secrets from Claude, but it allows Claude to use the secrets in a scoped environment, meaning I have a social media posting API that I have given Claude access to, and I can just come in here very simply, and I can tell it, or any other provider for that matter, to follow the skills, follow the environment variables that we have set up, and it's just very seamless. So it's looking at things like, what is the most time-sensitive short, and when should we post these? Strongest comedy, we're going to put midweek, it says. Comedy, evergreen contrarian, evergreen insight. So yeah, we're getting a lot of coverage on the short form stuff, but I'm wondering if that moat is slipping away. I don't know if it ever really was a moat, to be honest, but short form is getting easier. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like this stream. Our goal is 50 likes. We had our first sale on Iterated today. Shout out to Michael. He's probably getting sick of me shouting him out because he's so humble, but for real, great guy. And thank you for embarking with me on this journey. If anybody else is interested in Iterated, we are selling for a founder's rate right now. We are at stream 20 for a coupon code. You can get 20% off of the price that you see on iterated.ai. Everything that you see in here is my dev build right now, but it is following quickly behind the production build of Iterated. We are on Mac OS, very opinionated stack. We're on Swift. We're working on a mobile app as well, so that you can talk to your agents on the go. If you want to join the party, it is just a one-time. You'll get access to all the V1 updates for Iterated. And as long as we don't add any sort of inference features or any servers that we're hosting, you're going to be getting all of the releases fully featured with Iterated as we build it. So definitely check it out if anyone is interested. Drop a like, guys. We need to get these likes up. We've got to get these likes up because we've been striving for 50 likes on the stream ever since day one. Where are we at right now on this stream? Day 5? Let's see. I'm actually curious. We are at 18 likes. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal but hey, that's not to rag on anybody in here that is truly active. I just find it surprising that there are 57 people watching me be a goofball here on YouTube, and you guys can't like the video. But I will say some of them are bots. Some of them are coming off of recommendeds. So we can't fully trust the watching now number. All right, let's see what we got in chat. Kazradash is keeping things going. One thing I would say, no, we got that. I think from an ROI lever for you is to re-upload your YouTube videos long form back on X. You've already done the hard work of recording it, but you're just uploading it to YouTube at the moment, I assume. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We have videos on YouTube that are doing quite well, but I don't post them anywhere else. So if I pull up my popular videos here, these are all only on YouTube. But our Claude full tutorial, our Claude full course, this one is at 813,000 views. This video paid my rent for 6 months just with the AdSense. It's not even the back end stuff, man. Freaking incredible. You know, we got to get that stuff elsewhere. We got to get it out there. Claude design tutorials kind of popping off too. 106K. The Claude plus HeyGen, the short, I feel like this one would do good on X. These like short little tutorials, like 6 minutes, just a quick presentation showing Claude plus HeyGen. That type of stuff, like the Screen Studio recordings, I see those go hard. Those go hard on X, like the product demo feel. These are always a banger. The build beautiful websites with Claude plus Higgsfield, build the $10,000 website, always a banger video. I'm going to have to make some more of those because those are fun. And they're catchy. Yeah, man, you've given me a ton of homework. What I've learned about Claude design after using it for X number of weeks, see if it pulls on the topic again. That's a good idea. Kind of the timeline, my arc with Claude design. That would be a good idea. You can do some crazy stuff with Claude design. And the other thing is these model companies are always putting out bait for the influencers and the creators. They're always putting out these little updates that are shifting the narrative that get the creators to make a video about it. And then they end up with all of the economic benefit of that. But along the way, for the creators, if they're smart, if they're clever about their media style and their production, they can take a piece of the pie as well from that attention. So you just got to be on the lookout for the model news as well. Like this big, well, I guess not every like little tweet necessarily, but if you have a big model release, you know, you gotta be giving your take on the model at least, I think. So I did one for Opus 5. It didn't do as well as my Sonnet 5 one, but the timing was off and the Sonnet one was much shorter and I was much more to the point. And then when GPT 5.5 came out, we did a video on that. We did a video on GPT Image 2.0, which is honestly still the GOAT. It's still a banger model for images. And that was 3 months ago. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Leak Gemini Pro 3.5 next week. We love Google. We love Google. We love Google. That's why we're the top vibe stream right now, guys, because we love Google so much and they love us right back. That's exactly right, Michael. Is that legit though? The Gemini Pro leak. Is there something with that? One of the sources that I like to look at is Polymarket. Polymarket has been, let's see if I can, is it not letting me go to Polymarket right now? It might be blocking me on IP or something like that. It's 404ing. I don't know. Whoops, we didn't forecast this. I was going to check if they had a Polymarket for August 12th. Is that what it says? What camera are you using? I'm using a Sony A7C with the Sigma 18 to, what is it? Nope. Sigma 24 to 70 art lens. And some decent lighting. I've got a few lights going on and we've got the candle in the back, so that helps. But this camera is a beast. It's a beast. It's been running for quite some time now. I have a couple X accounts I follow that have been mostly right. Yeah, that's the real place to get those early release hints. If you can kind of look at the dog whistles on X coming from some of those accounts that might know somebody on the inside. These are all private companies still, right? So there's not as much regulation around them doing these like little leak things. I'd imagine that there would be some pressure if they were in the public market to not do that kind of stuff, like with the insider stuff. But I think there's like a hype cycle that happens every time that there's a little bit of news. And Claude Design, for instance, that has been quite the hype cycle. Like V1 dropped and it was like a shock. It was like Figma's getting crushed, Adobe's getting crushed in the stock market. Claude Design is here. They're stealing that entire addressable market from these companies, or they're stealing a chunk of it. And then V2 came out recently, and that's when I released my Claude Design full tutorial. It kind of had a revival, like a UI refresh. And then recently I hear that Claude Design 3.0 came out and that it's getting good at video editing too. So pretty incredible stuff, but that's all just like bait for the influencers and the creators when they're putting that stuff out there. Gets that organic buzz going, gets people finding out about Claude, gets people finding out about ChatGPT. And the other thing that they're starting to do is they're starting to do the security dog whistle as well. They're starting to call out their own models as being dangers to society. To number one, get your grandma to hear about it on the nightly news, and number two, to attract government attention, in my opinion, to get them regulated. I mean, that's the obvious thing that they're trying to do, right? They're trying to seat themselves as the lucky few that control the market. Planned cycles for sure. I am with you, man. True. Codename Zulu. What's going on, Zulu? Good to see you in here. Where are you tuning in from? These hype cycles, man. These hype cycles have created so much FOMO, and they do especially for the creators. It's so funny. If you watch the top AI creators on YouTube, man, how quick everyone jumps on something and just how quick they create their reaction. I think that the live, I'm just going to put this out here. This is the sauce. All right. I think that the live stream is the move, because then you really see it live. Your chat tells you when something comes up. You film your reaction on the spot. You use a tool like Context Cut to chop up a long form video because you're already recording it. You know what I mean? How can anyone move faster than that with that level of quality? I mean, you could automate it with AI, but I think people still like to watch a real human reaction to these things. So I'm looking forward to the day when we are here live together for a model drop. That's going to be exciting. We haven't had any model drops that have been super compelling since I started the stream. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, dude, I think that's a marketing ploy. Kimi, OpenAI, Meta, and Anthropic all said their model broke out of the sandbox. Either the guys that do the sandbox testing suck or it's marketing. I think it's marketing too, man. Hello, TX. Is that Texas? Am I getting that right? When an AI slop floods the internet, live is going to be the moat. I think it is, man. I think it is, because it can't really do these like live stream kind of things. It really can't yet. Not in any sort of compelling way. And community is becoming more important. Finding a crew to spend your time with while you churn through your tokens and while you pull the slot machine. A group of people to escape the permanent underclass with, right? Right? I think that's the appeal now. That is the appeal. Yes, sir. Dallas, Texas. Were you in here before? I think somebody from Texas was in here before. That was from. Maybe that was something else. That might have been on my wife's whatnot. Somebody's from Dallas, Texas. But good to have you in here. Are you just waking up or are you just going to sleep? That's the question. Are you a vibe coding vampire or are you a are you an early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise kind of guy? No judgment either way. I've been up the whole time. It's 4:30 here Eastern time. Just waking up. Dude, you are locked in. Let's go. Zulu is just waking up. And what are you working on, sir? What are you working on? Yeah, man, you said I'm both. My sleep schedule is all over the place. I'll be doing like these polyphasic sleep schedules now where I sleep for 4 hours and then I go do something and then I go back to sleep for another 4 hours and then I go do something. It's terrible. It is terrible. It really is. I've got a problem. But then I'll lock in every now and then. I'll lock in and I'll get like 12 hours of sleep. I hear you can't catch up on sleep, but it sure does feel good when you get a fresh 12 hours. It's nice to have the time freedom too. Nice to be set up for that. I feel fortunate. What is your current Claude weekly usage? We can check in Iterated here. So I have two 20x plans, and I'm at 53% of my usage for the Claude 1 plan. It resets in 2 days. And I am at 24% of usage on my Claude 2 plan, resets in 2 days. So we are looking to burn some tokens over these next 2 days, guys. I have been moving a little bit slower today because I really wanted to lock in on these features and make sure that we aren't just pushing 40 commits ahead and just keeping it going. I really want to slow it down. I want to change the pace. I want to be more intentional about the stuff that we're adding. You know, it can get pretty fast paced with the AI tools, especially when you're burning tokens. But that's why we build games, right? Like I'm building this board game here that we're all going to be able to play together, and it's going to be, think Mario Party, right? In Mario Party, you have this board game. They roll a dice every round, or they roll a die every round, and they play mini games in the way. And this one is going to be one where we can play all together in a multiplayer server. And yeah, it's early stages right now. It's very early stages, but this is what we've got. This is what we're trying to burn some tokens with. And here's a mini game. Let's see how it goes. Memorize. Okay. So it's going to have all these little mini games. And as you can see the live standings over here, you can watch as you go through who's winning, and we're going to have multiple people in here going against each other. Oh no, I didn't see that one. Wonder if speed's a factor. But yeah, guys, so we're burning tokens. Our usage is climbing because I have an abundance of tokens, and the reason that I do is because my YouTube channel is based entirely on AI. And, you know, it's like my only software expense these days. I've been making that joke that I'm just going to cancel all my software subscriptions. And it's not even a joke anymore, guys. I'm done with them all. You know, the Adobe Suite, don't need it anymore. I've got Context Cut. I don't need OBS. Not that it is a cost, but I don't need anything like Restream. I can build it. We can build it. It's amazing. You know, like I've got my freaking timeline editor right here, guys. My freaking timeline editor. And it's recording the stream right now. And it's recording, and we can pause it, and we can tell it where we want to clip things. We can play it back live. Like here, I want to clip something from Michael's song. Just highlight that area. Clip the best parts. Send it. Later, that's context for the model. when it goes to edit it. We resume. We're back. All without dropping the stream. Our memory game is still going. Okay, guys, I am looking to call it a night pretty quick here, but a quick recap. The goal for tonight was to have fun, listen to our new 11 Lab songs. We did both of those things, and plan iterated workflows. Now, I think we've got ourselves staged at a point now where we can start implementing the workflows, but we had to get a few little things out of the way. So I would say we set that up pretty well. We're ready for the next stream. We also got our first sale, so that was incredible. It was day 5, and I started by walking my dog, so I just had this little note here. But guys, let's check the chat one last time before we tune out. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody here. I'm working on an invoice app and a content creation app. That's awesome, Zulu. Would love to have you tune in some more here on the stream, and I would love to hear from you on the next one about how that stuff is going. Maybe we could review each other's tools. Maybe I could pull it up here on stream. I'm on 92% weekly usage on the 220 plan. Resets in 24 hours, so I need to chill. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Or use Codex for a little bit or something, because I've got Codex too on the back burner. Nice. And then the Vibe Party NFT and meme coin. LOL. Is Web3 dead? Web3. Okay. Prediction. This is not financial advice. But Web3 will have a comeback, and I'm going to predict. I'm going to throw my prediction right now for when Web3 will have a comeback, when crypto will have its comeback, because I've played the crypto markets twice now, and we made it out unscathed. Me and my brother, we timed the market perfect, if you could believe it. I'm not trying to claim success and say like, oh, you guys can do this too, but the crypto market is so predictable, guys. It is so predictable. All right, I can't get TradingView to pop up. Basically, what I want you guys to do, if you haven't already, is take this seriously if you are interested in the crypto market and how it moves. This might be common knowledge, I don't know. But the crypto market has basically done this. Bitcoin has just done this its entire existence. It's gone up, and then it's gone way down into a bear market. Everybody says it's going to die. If anybody's familiar with this, everybody says it's going to die. And you guys are on X, so you already probably know. But then it comes back, sets a new high, drops, barely crests the previous all-time high. And everybody's like, oh, it's going to die. It's going to go down. Nope, it's coming back. It's coming back. Everybody should get in. This is right here. This is where everybody wants to get in. This is telling your grandma on Thanksgiving to buy Solana. All right, this is where that territory is. When your grandma comes to you and tells you that she bought some Solana, run, right? Top signal, big top signal. And it's coming back down. And right now it's doing something like this, guys. It's doing something like this. We are right here right now. And a little secret that I've began to notice is that all of these land at the beginning of a presidential election year in the US. US president gets elected. That's where that first year, early in that first year, is typically the best time to buy. Or before that, actually. Before that. As it's bottoming. Not financial advice. Not financial advice, guys. Buy the bottom of this thing. Just DCA a little bit every day. You know? Just DCA. Dollar cost average. And then come back and look at it when everybody's talking about Solana at the Thanksgiving dinner. All right? That's the last I have for tonight, guys. My bit of bro science on the crypto markets that I've observed. Obviously, what do they say about historical returns don't guarantee future results, something like that. But guys, if you are interested in Iterated, you can head over to iterated.ai. Make sure to use stream 20 if you are seeing this, because that will give you 20% off of Iterated on our lifetime deal. Let's see. I'm enjoying being here, guys. It's hard for me to cut out, but I've got to go. I like that background. I just subscribed, so I won't miss your next live stream. Thank you. I got BitAxe Bitcoin Miner. I'm going to run it from the other end. Definitely not financial advice. It's a lottery ticket. Okay, I think we covered all the degen bases. We sure did, and I am a total degen with a portion of my the portion of my income because I don't gamble, but I do gamble on crypto occasionally. No. I don't risk more than I am willing to lose, but I've had very good luck with crypto. I've had very good luck with it. Okay, I think we covered all the degen bases. We sure did. Just sold my house. Going to go all in on grandma's Solana coins. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Let us know how that goes for you. What did you use to look at the market? Trying to look for a free version, but if not, I would build my own. It's a good idea to build your own. And what I would recommend, man, is just going and checking out Benjamin Cowan on YouTube. This sounds like one of those spammy YouTube comments that you'd seen, like, I learned all of my stuff from this mentor, like blah blah blah. Join this Telegram, like. But if you guys aren't familiar, he's kind of bearish on the market typically. Like he takes a little bit more of a reserved approach. But he's a big inspiration of mine for what he's done with his YouTube channel and how he navigates the markets. So all you really need to do is go like start watching him, and then if you want to do your own charting and stuff, then I've used TradingView in the past, but it would be sick to build your own tool to track the market cycles. All right, guys, I am off for the night. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure to like this stream if you guys haven't already. I've enjoyed being with you guys today. Thank you, Michael, for the first sale. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the chat. Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. All right. Much love.